Hey guys, welcome back to day 8 of Vlogmas. Today I wanted to show you how I take these thrifted pants that are a little bit too snug. We're not able to try on anything at the thrift store currently, so I just try to buy stuff and hope for the best. And these did not make the cut, so stay tuned. I'm gonna actually take a seam cutter and go down the side of the pants, so the seams of the pants, and open it up on both sides of the pants. And then I'm going to install, you can see in the back on the right by my shoulder, there is an Adidas stripe. So I actually had that left over from one of my son's pants, and I'm going to use that to add in a few inches on each side of these pants. So I'm actually starting at the bottom of the pants, and by no means am I a seamstress of any sort. I just am kind of just going along here, winging it. I've sewn a few things in the past. I was able to take in some of my other pants that I thrifted. So this is actually going to be the first time I have ever actually added in like a insulation piece to make the pants larger. So if you've done any projects like this in the past, please leave me a comment and let me know like what your successes were. Because again, I had some trial and errors with these guys. I originally started to sew down the front of the white Adidas stripe instead of actually kind of sandwiching the material together and kind of sewing it to each other. So I learned that the hard way. I had to sew and take it out and then sew it again. But again, if you have any other tips and tricks that you would like to share, holla at your girl. Okay, so now I've finally gotten the pants undone on one side. I'm kind of just taking it a side at a time. And I'm gonna start pinning that Adidas stripe into the pants. And like I said, I believe here is where I was actually pinning it incorrectly. I was pinning the stripe directly on the top of the fabric, and then I was going to kind of just go down the top of the Adidas stripe and sew it into the pants. And thank God, gotta love YouTube, I ended up just watching a few videos on YouTube, and I will tag her information below, but she had a DIY where she actually installed a Nike tracksuit rip-away pant side to some jeans. So super cute idea. I loved how hers turned out. I don't know if I'm quite ready to tackle denim just yet, or even if my machine is equipped to sew through denim, but I would love to try something like that in the future because again, the results were just super, super adorable. I will tag her and also thank her for saving me in my what could have been a catastrophe with these pants, but thank goodness I found her and I figured out a way to install the side without actually having to sew them on each other. And I ended up just going through and pinning the Adidas stripes down the side of each of these pants, and I pretty much literally did like one fourth, if you want to look at it, or 1/4 of the pants at a time. So I would go down, pin one side, sew it, pin another side, sew it, and then so on and so forth. I don't know if that's the best way to do it, probably not, because I honestly didn't go through and pin everything together and try them on. So I'm just actually hoping that they fit after I sew this all into place. Again, now that I'm kind of going through and doing the voiceover, I'm noticing hindsight, I probably should have just pinned it all together, tried it on, and then kind of adjusted from there. But again, this is just a learning process for me. And also let me know if you have any other like fun ideas of how to install any like panels or any kind of extra material for a skirt. There's a plaid skirt, guys, that I'm having a similar situation to where it's not gonna quite work out, but I'm just hoping that I can do something similar and either bring something along the side, or I was thinking of doing where it's really in, you kind of like lace down the side, and of course I'd have to have something behind it because that would be a lot of skin, guys. But any suggestions for a skirt project? And of course I'll have to record that one and show you guys the outcome of that. So I'm finally to the point where I can bust out my sewing machine. So again, I really don't know what I'm doing when it comes to sewing. So it kind of takes me a second to thread my sewing machine and kind of get it all together. And originally I had used white thread because I was thinking that I had to have the white part showing, but then thank God I ended up switching over to the black thread because it's actually, I ended up sewing the panel in and the pants like kind of on top of, well, instead of on top of each other, like sandwiching them together on the side. So that one worked out way, way better. And I'm pretty slow at sewing, so I ended up having to do one side panel of the pants, and then I honestly took a break. And then the next morning, I went ahead and started the second panel. So there we go. Here I am in my robe, back at it again. And I'm noticing that I'm making much better choices. So found out a few things I need to sew in the morning, guys. But anyways, after it's all said and done, this is the end result. I'm super happy with how they came out. Again, they're not perfect. I kind of left the bottoms open with like a little slit, and it kind of just has like the Adidas stripe just kind of loose, almost like a ribbon or just like kind of like an added addition on the sides. But again, hopefully you liked it. If you liked it, please subscribe, hit the like button, and I can't wait to do a day 9 of Vlogmas for you guys. So take care. See you soon.